Basahin ko ba yung question?
Thank you so much. May I ask, what is your first language?
Ilocano.
So, what makes your first language different from other regional dialects?
So basically yung Ilocano kasi ng Ilocano ng La Union, Ilocos ganun. Tsaka yung Ilocano naman dito sa Norte or dito sa Baguio. Iba kasi yung Ilocano dito sa Baguio bali combined siya. Parang may words na Kankanai din. Tapos doon naman sa sa La Union tsaka sa Ilocos bali kasi siya purong Ilocano talaga yung kumbaga pag galing ka ng Baguio tapos pumunta ka ng Ilocos or La Union, meron yung mga words na hindi mo maintindihan kasi masyadong malayo.
In terms of accent naman, ano pong pinagkaiba nila sa
Lang parang word dito sa Baguio kasi parang matigas nila i-pronounce yung mga words paano nila sabihin. Then sa baba naman parang parang tumataas yung tono ganun sa end ng words din.
So, second question po. Does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Yes. Siyempre pag narinig mo na yung kumbaga narinig mo na parang matigas tapos parang mapapansin mo ma-differentiate mo pag taga baba or taga dito.
Thank you po.
Good afternoon. May I ask what is your first language? What makes your first language different from other regional dialects?
Personally, since kasi sa barangay namin, kung saan ako lumaki, mix kasi yung doon. So, parang Kankanay din Ilocano. So, di rin 100% na Kankanay yung parang first language. So, yung masasabi ko lang, I think may mga words talaga na parang mas maganda pakinggan sa Kankanay kaysa sa Ilocano or sa Waray.
Does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Yes. 75%. Agree is 25%. Kasi, since may mga words, sabi ko kanina, may mga words na talagang parang same sa Ilocano, same sa pero ma-identify yung person kung Kankanay ba siya.
Para-paras lang po ba yung accent ng mga Kankanay or may magkakaiba?
Sa Ilocano kasi mas yung paano nila i-articulate yung words kaysa sa Kankanay.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sir John Sawakaman, and this is my question for you. And thank you for your cooperation. What makes your first language different from other regional dialects? Ay Ilocano of La Union, Os Ilocano of Ilocos Norte, and provide examples to how your language is different from the other regions.
In my region, Mountain Province, basically they have similarities with Ilocano, but some terms are very different, such as come in Kankanay says umalikas na.
Yes.
And for Ilocano, they say umay kadtoy. So basically they have both same approaches but with different terms.
Nice. Thank you. My second question would be, does your accent help in identifying your ethnic background?
Yes, my accent is helps in identifying my ethnic background because our accent is very deep, such as, for example, it is hard, as in English, says, "Muntala lang kan," in Kankanay,
Yes.
and yeah, the accent is very deep, which is easily identifiable for the Kankanay of Sabangan Mountain Province, and that's it. Thank you.
Lakasan mo.
Sir, what are the languages you can speak?
I can speak Arabic language and English language.
Yung native language, is there a difference in how you speak from one setting to that one setting? How would you determine if you are speaking formally or not? Can you provide some phrases that you use in formal setting? Maybe ask for your observation and insight on how Philippines use our language. In the same way we use it in society.
Thank you. Saan mo?
Can't speak Arabic and English.
Your native language, is there a difference in how you speak in formal setting and social setting? How would you determine if you are speaking formally or not?
Actually, yes, and even the attitude you're talking with, you can know by the attitude, not the words itself. You don't have words for the formal and words for the casual. It's all the same, but your attitude is made talking formal or not.
Can you ask for your observation and insight on how the Philippines use their language? What can you say about Philippines being used in the society?
And I think Tagalog is mixed Spanish and English, right? And then them and they actually learn new words in their language. So it wasn't difficult actually learn about you're kind of friendly. Yeah, I like it here. Although the language barrier is a hobble with it's difficult kind of, but the words aren't done. It's also thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello and good afternoon. Can I interview you for a second, sir? Yes. My question for today would be, in terms about these questions or the communications, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? What could be the difference?
I think there's a difference to how men and women communicate, how they send and receive communications. Upon my observations on my part as a man, men often communicate with insults while women communicate with one another with compliments. But keep in mind that men insult other men but do not mean it. While women, they compliment other women but also do not mean it. That is the difference. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you, sir. And the other question would be, what's that? In terms of communication, what advice can you give to women so that they would understand men's way of communicating?
My advice as a man to you ladies, women, I'd say just be more direct because if you want to have a better communication with us men, you should be direct with what you say because we are very simple creatures and oftentimes you will not even understand the most obvious hints you give us. So if you really want to tell us something, just be direct and tell it. Do not worry if it's insulting or not because women are used to it and we don't even take it seriously, oftentimes those insulting words. So if you, for example, if you want to say you like me, then just tell me.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Cyril Jones Hawakangan and I'm here to interview you about our assignment or our project for the English. And this is my question to you, my dear student or my dear friend. Here we go. My first question would be, In terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? What could be the difference?
Well, I don't think that much that there is difference between men and a woman in sending and receiving messages. But the only thing that I noticed that is different would be that men is kind of a hard spoken and the woman is kind of soft spoken.
Nice. My second question would be, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to women so that they would understand men's way of communicating?
The only thing that I can advise to women is take time and don't take too hard and hardness of men.
That's all. Thank you. And that concludes our meeting. Hello and good afternoon. My name is Sarah Jones Awakangan and this is my interview. My first question would be, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? And what could be the difference?
Well, there is a difference, mostly in being direct or being delicate. Men tend to be more direct and straightforward when sending messages, and it's the same with receiving messages. They take it as face value, while women tend to be more gentle in some way. They're delicate in sending messages. Sometimes they even go for full information just to make sure that you'll get what they're saying. And that's also the same case when it comes to receiving messages. A lot of them need context for them to get it.
Well, good answer. And my second question would be, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to men so that they would understand women's way of communicating?
Well, if they're confused about something, then just ask it. Ask what does this mean? Ask what they mean. And in the same way of when they're sending messages and the women perceive it as something different, then also just tell them that this is what you mean. Communication is still important in two parties, and it's not hard to actually tell them this is how I meant with my messages, or this is what my intention is. It's still the same thing, and you can also do it vice versa even. But yeah, just tell them what you mean.
Thank you.
No problem.
And that's all. My name is Sarah Jones Awakangan and here for the interview. My first question would be, in terms of communication, do you think there is a difference in how men and women send and receive messages? And what could be the difference?
Yes, I think there is a difference because men and women grew up in different environment. For example, a man grew up in a manly environment. For example, in junior high school.
Continue, no?
In junior high school, guys tend to be with their friends, guys. So their perception is different than women because women are more feminine and men are more masculine. So there is a difference. So that is the first. Second is the stereotypes. So men, they tend to not share or they tend to not overshare their feelings because of stereotypes of other people. So parang if you share too much, other people would judge you that you're too weak, something like that. And for women, they can share as much as they want because they're women, they're feminine, and it's in their nature to have no control of their emotions. That's all.
Good answer. My second question would be, in terms of communication, what advice can you give to men so that they would understand women's way of communicating?
Communication kasi it goes both ways. So each person or the men, because it's in the perspective of women, for me, men should be more empathetic. So they should put themselves in the shoes of women so that they can understand the emotions and the situation of women more. And also deep talks so they can understand or communicate with each other more. they should have deep talks where they share both their feelings and understand each other more. That's all.
Good answer. And thank you. That's all.
When do you usually use your dating?
I usually use dating with my friends or my close relatives. Yeah.
Do you have any idea how they language will work?
As for me, zero star research emerged during I think I think nag-emerge yung feeling ko because of class-based influence. So, that's my idea.
Second question is, some of feeling will become strong among the recent generations. What could be the factors that make feeling was influential?
I really don't have any idea about that question in terms of influence of dating is it makes the atmosphere of any conversation fun and such.
The feeling will become strong among the recent generations. What could be the factors that make feeling also influential?
Isang factor is this generation is very observant and so meron ng malaking influence. So, one example is because we have experience nila sa so, di ba kami mga usually nagdadali ko na I think that's one factor na yung generation natin. So, ano na yung nakakita ko? Nalalayo.
When do you usually use your dating?
So, most of the time, as the age or my friends are gathering, we usually use dating one or the but
Idea for my language?
my only thing is that really enjoyable. Time over time, since meron na pinag-iil ko kasi yung sa kausap. As the Bible said, homosexuality. Anyway, feeling ko yung feeling ba is nag-approach over time. Noon, kasi yung feeling ko is wala siyang feeling. Kumbaga, yung work na yun, biglang dadagdagan na ako mag-approach ko sa akin. Okay, approach ko sa akin. Kasi na naman yung so yun.